Hey guys, it is Thursday, and here is your reading workshop mini lesson for the day. Um, Today's focus is going to be about using making inferences. Okay, and we're going to be making inferences to help us determine the theme of a story. If you were at class yesterday, you guys really understood the theme of Stop the Hungry Giant Fish, which was great. But if you were still unsure or wanted to learn a little bit more about it, this is the way to do it. We're going to practice finding inferences today in that story. So, again, the theme is a big message, a central idea, something important that the author is trying to teach you, like a lesson of the story. So, if you were again at class yesterday, or if you watched my video on reading the Hungry Giant Fish story, you could really kind of understand a little bit what the big idea was, what the theme was. And if you need help with that, let me know if you missed out. So, to determine the theme, to help us determine the theme of the story, we can make inferences. And what an inference is a conclusion. So, it's kind of like an ending, right? An ending reached, a conclusion reached based on evidence and reasoning. Okay, and what we're going to talk about today is how to find inferences and using evidence and reasoning to help us do that. So, making inferences, we're going beyond what the author says to understand what is not stated in the text. So, we're going to really think beyond what they're saying in the story. Which we did yesterday in class, which was really great. You guys used your own thoughts, your own mind to really shape together the theme of this story. So today we're going to use a strategy, making inferences. Okay. Um, and we're going to go through some steps. Okay. We're going to take what the text already says. So we're going to look at the text. We're going to pick some words or phrases or sentences from the text, and we're going to use our really really smart brains, what we already know, to make an inference, a new thought, an idea, or an educated conclusion. And these are just some sentence frames that we can use to start our inference sentences. My guess is this could mean, I assume that, maybe, it could be that, I infer that, perhaps, or I conclude that. So, step 1. Okay, this is what we're going to do today. This is how you're going to find an inference, make an inference, I should say. Step 1, you're going to reread the story. Think about parts you liked or parts that you thought were important. Okay? Um if you already remember, if you were at class and if you remembered the story, great. But I really recommend you going back and rereading it. I'll put the link to the story in this assignment so it's helpful and you don't have to go back. Step 2, you're going to choose evidence. Yep. You're going to choose evidence from the text, a quote someone said or a sentence that you think is important. Okay, so this is when you're going to go back into the story. You're going to go back into um, you're going to go back into the text, wherever this is. Let's find it right here. So again, I'll put the link in here for you, but this is when you're going to go back into the text and you're going to choose evidence now. You're going to pick some evidence. You're going to go back to maybe your favorite part or a part you really liked or a part that really stood out to you and said, wow, this really made me think about the theme. Okay, this really, really made me think, oh man, this really made me think the theme is this, or this was really important because of this. And I really liked when the story said this. So I'm going to choose this as my evidence. Okay. And then you're going to make an inference. Okay. You're going to use that quote, you're going to use that evidence to make an inference. You're going to make a thought, an idea, or an educated conclusion. So, some sentence starters. My guess is, this could mean, maybe, I infer that, I conclude that, perhaps it could be that, I assume that. All right. So look at some examples, okay? Miss Posk gave you some examples to help you out. Okay. So one of the quotes that I chose was in paragraph 10. Okay. That's what this number means because when we talk about evidence, remember how, like I told you in writing or um, it's always important to state where you got something from. You should go back and you should state in paragraph 10, which is right here. So if you were writing a paper or if you were turning something in, you would write where you got it from so your reader can go back and say, "Oh, okay. I know that's where she got it from. That's great. I know where he got that from." He stated his evidence clearly. Yeah. Okay. So in paragraph 10, it says, "Come join us. Together we will think of a plan." Okay. I literally chose that. Let's see. Um, I literally chose that. I pretty much copied and pasted what the text said right here. Come join us. Together we will think of a plan. And I put it here. That's my evidence. And that made me think, okay, I chose a sentence starter. I said, this could mean, okay, so I chose one. This could mean that the wise old woman is going to use teamwork to help Nanetti. Okay, that was my inference. It made me think that, okay? Sort of like a prediction or an idea that I had after reading that quote. Another quote that I picked was from paragraph 25. Okay, so it's all the way down here. Okay, I chose this and it says, "Hurry, girls, use your beautiful voices. We will set a trap for the fish." Okay, so I picked that um, right here. Okay, I picked that right here. And my inference is I use the sentence starter perhaps. Perhaps the girls are going to work together to sing so the fish can swim to the ocean and then they will trap it. Okay, so I used what I knew from the beautiful voices and then setting a trap. I used what I knew from this sentence and I made an inference. Okay, I kind of made a conclusion or a thought or an idea about what could happen from that quote. So, your job for today is to pick at least one or two more quotes from the text. Um, this document will be up for you, so you'll have it. And all you have to do is basically type into this document. So, this is what you're pretty much going to do. You're going to type into the document just like I am doing here. You will be able to, when you open it up, you're going to look back at the hungry giant fish and you're going to make an inference today. You're going to make some inferences, okay? So you're going to go back, you're going to find some quotes from the text, you're going to choose evidence, and then you're going to put it in here. Remember, don't forget the number of like the paragraph that you found it in. You're going to put quotes just like I did, and then you're going to use some of these sentence frames to make a inference. You're going to make an inference using the sentence frames, okay? Um so I'm really excited to see where this is going to go, and I'm really curious, and I'm really excited to see what kind of great inferences you guys are going to make. So, as always, I'm here for help. Let me know, and I hope you like this activity. Okay, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.